In video 3, Hex and Torx Keys. It is just not true that a machine will eventually break down. Your car and many of your household appliances have something called scheduled maintenance. And if you know how to use tools, you can perform these maintenance tasks and save money. Here are some Hex Keys and Torx Keys that will help you in doing this. Determining the difference between a metric and fractional screw is something we'll cover in a future video. And knowing when to use a standard versus a ball end hex key we'll discuss soon. And for now we're just going to take a look at L-shaped hex keys in addition to Torx. One of my favorite types of hex keys is a stubby ball end because of its rigidity on one end and its flexibility on the other end. If a socket head cap screw is in a tight space, a ball end will be able to drive it from a small angle. A socket head cap screw will stay on a standard end hex key, like these standard end miniature hex drivers. A great example of stubby and ball end hex keys can be seen in mounting this servo motor to the linear slide used in these videos. It has limited access to the socket head cap screws that mount to the frame. So here are some standard end fractional hex keys, some ball end fractional hex keys, and my favorite stubby ball end fractional hex keys. So let's see why those are useful. Here we can see the socket head cap screw has limited access because of the shape of the motor mount. So we can use a ball end to drive the screw from a slight angle, which you can't do with a standard end hex key. For final tightening, you can see that a standard end won't fit inside the motor mount, but a stubby end will. And now we can do our final tightening or loosening of the socket head cap screw. Torx keys are used widely in automotive and consumer electronics. Here's some flag handle Torx keys used in machining. And that's a L-shaped Torx set. Indexable inserts are the replaceable blades that are used in machining, and those are often held by Torx screws. Here's an example of a very well-designed and well-built consumer product. And although I can change its blades without using any tools, if I ever needed to do a repair, I would need a T9 Torx key. Tools prevent learned helplessness. I hope you found these videos helpful.